Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm back from Christmas, finally. I got coal as usual. Let me know what you got in the comments below. But in the meantime, while I was gone, they dropped another banner trailer, and I thought the New Year's banner was gonna happen like in July. I did not think it was going to happen so soon after Christmas, and then so soon after the emblem character. It's like absurd, the rate of the banners, but anyway. I did get spoiled what the big unit on this banner is, but I don't know what any of the units do. So let's see. I do know the big one, unfortunately, because that artwork, though. Tana. Oh, also, from the silhouettes, I assume that one of them is Innis. A lot of people were saying one of the Four Hounds guys from Engage, but I think it's Inez. Anyway, so we have, Snaking Sword. She's a sword flyer. Slaying. The Warping. And then we have, if unit has entered combat or used an assist skill, allies can move to a space within 2. And this is infinite range. I think this is the first version of this that we've gotten. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but stuff like this has existed before, a la Emran, young Emran, and Valentine's or Bridal Lapis. They had the thing where if they attacked, then people within 5 can jump in, but this is if you enter combat or use an assist, anybody can jump in within 2. Regardless of range, anybody jumps in. That's crazy. That is actually insane. And depending on what this Powercreep B skill is, this unit might be the new queen of ARO warping strats. Let's continue. If unit initiates combat or is it within 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats 3x3, max 14. This is the standard stat buff of this generation of units. It is what it is. Usually going to be 14. 20% speed-based true damage, excluding AoEs, and 20% unpierceable DR based on your speed. Cool. For a speedy unit to get true DR based on the speed, that is more rare. Typically you see this based on like defense or res, on bulky units, but... And then like and then the squishier units usually get like 7 flat DR or something these days, but yeah. 20% of your speed is flat DR. Really, really nice to see. Simple weapon, but this warping effect, I mean, twofold warping effect. You have like the anybody can jump in within 2 like standard Tana thing, and then you have this like Powercreep young Emran Bridal Lapis thing. So this is huge for ARO. ARO people are going to want this unit. Heavenly Wings. So this is Powercrept Rearm Tana B slot, I assume. So she gets Canto Distance +1, max 4. Really nice. I think the normal one was either Canto 1 or Canto 2. Yeah, this is way better. And then we have at start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, penalty on foes attack speed defense 5 plus number of... so this is like a clash debuff. Okay. Interesting. Times 3, max 14. Okay. So with this math, I never remember if it's like 5 plus max 14 or if this whole equation is 14 max. So it's between 14 and 19. Fact check me on it, please. That's a pretty impressive daunt just to have in your B slot. And then we have full no follow-up, always good, and rare these days. It's getting more and more rare to see no follow-up on modern units, surprisingly, in favor of stuff like Scowl and Tempo and Special Jump and whatever, like whatever effect under the sun. Yeah, no follow-up has been pushed to the side. So getting no follow-up in your thing or being able to outsource it is really big in today's meta. So her having it is cool. Then we have +1 special charge, which is not worthless, but it's a bit of a meme under most circumstances because Scowl exists. And especially since she does not have tempo in this B slot. What are we doing? I think if you give somebody +1 special charge, like the Heavy Blade effect, these days you need to give them tempo as well. Otherwise it's just a complete meme. But whatever. And then she also gets special jump. So that's cool too. Special jump instead of tempo. Special jump is the new hotness, but tempo will never go out of style. And then she has Rain Snap, which is fantastic for getting movement on your infantry and armor units, especially in ARO. Overall, seems like a solid unit, not the best combat, but the Tana warping, the niche that she brings to the table, has been power crept a ton. Because it is full map warping. There's no condition. And she doesn't even need to enter combat on this version. Bro. What is this? What is this, dude? We're getting a new seasonal bird lady. This unit came out like 2 months ago. Or something. Right? Am I tripping? This unit just came out. If this unit has a power crept B slot, I'm gonna lose my mind. Or a C slot. Okay. I have no idea what they could put on this unit to make her better or power crept, but... New Year talent. We have Slaying. At start of player or enemy phase, inflicts speed defense -7, exposure, and sabotage on foes that are within 2 spaces of each other through their next actions. I don't remember if the base version inflicted sabotage, but it was definitely exposure. If units transformed, grant bonus to units, all stats, 15% of units' speed at start of combat, +5. Big chunk. This is a fast unit. Unit deals +X true damage based on number of bonus effects and number of penalty effects. ×3. Active on foe and foes within 2. ×3. Okay. And this doesn't have a cap, by the way, from what I'm reading. Unless I'm missing something. Let me know. It doesn't say a cap. So this can infinitely stack. And then reduces damage from foes first attack by 7. And 1 special jump. Cool. And then you have the attack +2, 1 extra move, flying melee beast thing. Nimble Beast, this is what the base version came with. Attack Speed Fortune, this is what the base one came with. Okay, no new C slot. Thank God. I would lose my shit if a unit that came out 2 months ago got a seasonal alt with a power crept perf special in that short period of time. But anyway, we have a new B slot, Bestial Assault, which... from the icon, it looks like it's just free transform and Canto, but let's see. Enables Canto remaining +1, minimum 2. Really good. While transformed is the asterisk, but like with fortune and stuff like that, and the beast seal, like you're always going to be transformed. And in late 2024 and 2025, beasts are always going to be transformed because of beast creep. Anyway. If unit is transformed, or unit's HP is greater than 25% at start of combat, inflicts speed defense -4, and deals damage equal to 20% of the greater unit's speed or defense. Weird, but okay. Excluding AoEs, and reduces the percent of, okay, then you get 50% DR Shred. So this B slot gives you a couple of buffs while you're transformed. You get Canto remaining +1, minimum 2, which is just always nice to have. Especially on a unit like this that can move 3 to 4 spaces, beat somebody's head off, and then retreat safely. Really nice. And then you give Small Daunt, but the 20% true damage based on the higher of your speed or defense is the interesting part. And on this unit, she gets like 49 speed with Dragon Flowers, and like 50 with +1 base. So that's a good chunk of change. 10 extra true damage. and then you get 50% DR shred. Nothing crazy. This is really solid. I'm glad they didn't change too much, but this, at the same time, it seems like this alt is extremely extra. Like, this unit just came out, bro. And when you get a seasonal alt of especially an OC mythic like this, where they have a powerful perf, you definitely don't want it 2 months after the unit comes out. Like, oh my god, now we have this, dude. Like, these units just came out. Okay, look at Halloween Asker. Look at Halloween Asker. That's all I have to say. The Bridal Asker, it had the same function as normal Asker. He was tanky, but he was a mage. Cool. And then his C slot was the same. It wasn't until his next alt with Halloween, like however many years later now, that he got a Powercreep C skill. And it's incredible. And it's worth the wait, and that unit is amazing. But these units, it's like, if you're gonna give these units seasonal alts, you should just wait so that you could power creep the perf skills. Am I stoned? These units just came out. We're getting a blue beast version of Nidhogg. Okay, also by the way, getting a blessable version of Pressfelger is whatever. That unit is good, she hits hard, but she's not like tip-top. This character though? Nidhogg? Actual insane unit, like arguably top 1 tank in the game right now, as far as like all-arounder. This unit hits hard, this unit is incredibly hard to take down, and you don't even need shield fighter. That's how insane this unit is. And her only downside was being a mythic, an offense mythic. And now, like a month later, we have a blessable version. If this is power crept also, I'll lose my shit. Anyway, so we have Slaying. At start of player or enemy phase, grants defense and res +6, Hexblade, and 50% DR shred to your boys for 1 turn. To you and your boys within 2. Cool. Hexblade support, not super common, really welcome. It's one of the main reasons, or one of the plethora of reasons why Felix is amazing, because he just has Hexblade built in. If unit is transformed or above 25% HP, deal damage to foe equal to 25% of foe's max HP. This is the same thing as base Nidhogg. Having this effect, man, as a tank that's this hard to take down and hits this hard, this is just like the most extra shit. On a tank, it's crazy. Like, she's burning you for like 14 as a tank before combat starts. The unit's crazy. The unit's absurd. And then if unit is transformed or above 25%, penalty on foe's attack defense equals 6, plus 20% of unit's defense, and any reduced damage by X effect that can be triggered only once. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. This power creep. Dude. She has the twin far save thing built into her weapon, which is an insane effect. And it's not taking up a slot. So does that mean she's gonna come with Briar and get literally both tier 4 save effects for the price of 1? Like, what are they cooking? It's just in her weapon. Anyway, deals damage equal to 30% of foe's max HP. That's a lot, especially as HP gets higher and higher throughout the game's lifespan. Huge. And in Ether Raids, huge because of blessings. And reduces damage from foe's attacks by X during combat, and X equals the total damage dealt to foe. Minimum 10, max 20. And also, when foe's attack triggers foe's special, reduces damage from foe's attacks by an additional X, which is 10 to 20. Bro. Help. Alright, I'm freaking out about this because it's an insane effect, but the main reason that I was freaking out is because you have the tier 4 like twin far save thing where you can trigger the special like once per combat thing. Like the 40% from Sturdy Beast, you can trigger it more than once. She just has that built in. So this character has like 3 layers of flat damage reduction. Or unpierceable damage reduction rather. It's just insane. Anyway, let's keep going. If I see a new A skill, I'm gonna bust. Okay, thank God. So A skill is the same, where it basically prevents buff stealing, and then has big stat swings and stuff like that. It's a good skill. And I think the thing... Hold on, let me go back real quick. The thing that's missing in this weapon compared to the other one, with this version, instead of inflicting sabotage and stat debuffs on the enemy team when you start, it is buffing your boys with Hexblade and shit. And the 50% DR piercing. Support on this unit is crazy. And then she has Slick Fighter, which, you know, this skill is fantastic. I think it's way better than Wily Fighter 4. But now we have a new version of Barricade, which just came out. Like, what's the difference here? Higher ground. Foes within 1 cannot warp. Foes within 2 cannot warp within 4. Same shit. Oh, why didn't they... Dude, this banner is pissing me off. It has Far Save built in.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Bro. Why didn't frickin' Tree Man have this? God, whatever, bro. So it's Barricade, but instead of giving your boys a shitload of stats and, like, I think penalty negation, question mark, you get Far Save. You get Def Res Far Save 3, and then she has the twin Far Save built into her weapon, so it's basically like she has that. This is insane. The power creep is insane. I'm like baffled. I thought Christmas was going to be where the insane power creep was, but apparently it's New Year's. Also, the new emblem Lin is absolutely insane, by the way. Unit's crazy. Alright, here's the big one, yeah. Is this Kuboon? I can already tell by the fucking bazongas. Yep. Of course it is. Of course it is. Dude, when I saw this, I was like, surely this isn't Haythrun with a Powercreep C slot. Surely it's Ratatoskr. No. It's Haythrun in the front, and she's a colorless mage. Let's see. She's an AoE nuke? Oh, okay. So we have Slaying. If Rally or Movement Assist skill is used by an ally with the Divine Nectar status, grants attack res +6, and charge to unit and that ally, and grants special cooldown -1 to unit and that ally once per turn. Really nice, so she still has the Divine Nectar, of course, but now, if you use a Rally or Assist, you give them charge, some stats, and special cooldown -1. Really, really nice support to just have. And she gets these things as well. And then we have, at start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants bonus to units attack def res equal to 20% of units res, +5, deals damage equal to 20% of units res, including with AoE, neutralizes effects that, okay, tempo, and 50% DR pierce. So this is a very simple weapon, but when you're an AoE nuke, the only things that you can truly ask for are Slaying, check, special acceleration in the form of, like, whatever, like using an assist on somebody while they have Divine Nectar, check, true damage that scales with your AoE, check, tempo, check, so that you can get ready for the next one, and then 50% DR pierce just so you can kill after you do the AoE, check. Yeah. And she comes with Blazing Wind, the correct special. Crystalline Water, the correct A slot. No, they did not. They did not. Okay. Attack Res Discord, this is the Attack Res version of Speed Res Discord that came on Rearmed Marianne. Basically, TLDR, seeking, spreading Discord on the whole team. And then people that have the Discord have a rougher time when they're in combat. Really, really like this line of beast skills. I love it a lot. So getting more sources of it is really nice. And when you're AoEing people, typically they're clumped up, and then you can apply more like Discord debuff because they're clumped up, you know. But specifically with this unit, you also get an additional 15% res-based true damage on top of the 20 you get from the weapon. So yeah. This unit's gonna pump. But we have, unfortunately, Powercrept Haythrun C slot. and I can't even imagine. This is one of the most hated units in the game, bro. One of the best units in the game. I love her, but she's toxic. I can't believe they're doing this. But okay, let's read. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is within 2, grants Divine Nectar to people within 2. Okay. Then we have if a rally or movement assist skill. This is just the Divine Nectar thing where if you have it, you use your assist or whatever, you get a refresh on yourself once per turn. That's the same. Here's where it has to be different, though. If unit initiates combat and unit has an area of effects special equipped, grants special cooldown count -1 to unit before special triggers, before combat. Bruv. So I believe this is the second time this effect has been in the game, with the first one being Arcane Truth Fire ? I think that's what that did. The rearmed Lilina that just came out. I didn't pull for her, so I don't know 100%, but I believe that's what it did. Pre-combat special jump for AoEs. Okay. She has it. She has it in her perf. Okay. That's huge. And then, if unit initiates combat, or is within 2, grants attack def res +5, and also if units attack and trigger unit special, grants special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first attack during combat. So, wow. Okay. This accounts for AoEs, but you could also run like Flare on her if you want, and get value from the normal special jump. So it's substituting the Guard and Daunts from the normal version for AoE special jump, offensive stats, and in-combat special jump if you can trigger your special with a normal attack. Yeah, I think this unit's gonna be crazy, no? And we don't even know what the duo button is. Incredibly min-maxed out of the box, bro. Incredibly min-maxed. She eats this for breakfast. And being a colorless tome is also, like, such a nice advantage for nuking, because you don't have innate advantage on the color triangle, but it also means you never have a disadvantage with stuff like Nagi and Evil Leon being an outlier. Okay, duo skill. Grants special cooldown count -1 to unit and allies within 3x3, and then applies Divine Vein Green on spaces within 3 rows and 3 columns. The whole thing. So finally, we're getting another application of Divine Vein Green. After all this time, this is like the little bit of Ratatoskr in this entire unit. Yeah. Ratatoskr has kind of been forgotten. Like, they never gave her an ult. They never did anything with Divine Vein Green. And it really doesn't seem like they have an intention to do either of those, because Ratatoskr is the backpack, and the only thing that's Ratatoskr about this entire ult is that your duo button has Divine Vein Green. Whatever, dude. Whatever you say. Is there another unit? No, that was the 4th one, right? It was Tana, Bird Lady, Drunk Lady, and Haythrone. And I'm telling you, it's going to be Inez, and not whatever that guy's name is from Engage. Let's see. And look, it's Inez. 100%. What's his name? Gris? Anyway. This is absolutely insane. I was somewhat disappointed by the Christmas banner, but was baited into spending like 400 orbs on it. And then the Emblem Lyn banner comes around and I have to spark it. Because that unit's insane. And I got some good stuff, but like, I'm broke right now. And now, tomorrow, this busted ass banner is coming out. Oh, by the way, yeah, I forgot about this. I remember seeing this. Tana is a 4-star special, and she has tier 4 skills. I think this is the first of its kind, ever. Which is insane. That is insane value. If you're pulling full circles and you get a couple Tanas, you can just spread Rain Snap around, like you're eating. Anyway, I hope you can spark twice on this, or more than once rather, because I need Haythrone. I also just love this unit. I love the art, and the playstyle. And Nidhogg is just... this unit is crazy, and getting a blessable one with the Twin Far Save effect built into the weapon, and then Warp Bubble in the C slot that is also Far Save? Son, I need it. I need it. The power creep is insane. And then Hresfelger is kind of whatever. Nidhogg is absolutely insane, and Haythrone is undoubtedly going to be an incredible AoE nuke. So, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess, for summoning on this? Because this came out last night? Alright. Let me know what you think. Bye.